KDKB.
Thank you for that. That was a great intro, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Really?
I got a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer in front of me.
Which is still inconceivable for us. Like,
really?
Yeah, I forget. Now, not that it's not a big accomplishment. It's so big that I walk the streets and people go, they see me, hey, by the way, congratulations. And I look at them like, for what? And they give me this real mean look. And I go, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, thank you.
Like you're milking it? Like you're trying to milk the attention?
Yeah. But it's a huge, just for us to be considered worthy enough to be nominated for induction, we was thankful. But to win and get in was like, wow. Like, and think about it like this. We used to sample. Yeah. We used to steal all these rock and roll icons.
At least you got it right, man. You didn't try to hide behind it.
We used to steal the music and make our own songs out of the music, and and for us to be accepted because of what we did is inconceivable. It's like, really? They respect us now. And as good rap, like we were just talking about, the real hip hop as a total, to be inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame just lets us know that we're a legitimate form of music. Because eventually we got to compose and arrange our own songs.
Let me set the record straight. Without Run DMC, there is no Linkin Park. There is no Limp Bizkit. There is no Korn. There is none of that rap rock. There is no Rage Against the Machine. There's none of that. There's none of that.
Kid Rock said Run DMC and Aerosmith had a baby. He popped out.
There you go. Run DMC are the Beatles of hip hop. There were people who came before, Sugar Hill Gang, and Melly Mel, and all those guys. Yeah,
much props to them.
Those guys came first, but you guys took it to another level, to a point where when Rockbox came out, that was the first time. Prior to DMC, you guys, everybody was rapping over Good Times by Chic.
Records.
Everybody used Good Times by Chic.
And said the same. You're right.
You guys pulled out electric guitars and put some guitar riffs in there and made it rock. And before Beastie Boys,
right? They were punk rock.
I hate to do this, but White Kids in the Suburbs, the first band that was acceptable to them was DMC. Run DMC.
You're 100% right.
And that's why
100% right.
And that's why you belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. To all the people that would doubt why Run DMC are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that is why. They are the next logical progression from James Brown. You guys took it to another. You're in that company now.
Wow.
Maybe somebody didn't tell you, but you were in that company with James Brown and Sly Stone. You are the greatest of the greats.
Wow. I'm really humbled now. Now I'm scared.
And I never thought I would be sitting in a rock station in 2010, sitting across from Darryl McDaniels, the first Rock and Roll Hall of Famer I've ever had a chance to meet.
Wow, thank you. Wow, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
So that's pretty amazing.
It's really amazing. I'm feeling honored now.
And now,
really honored.
And now, you're hanging out with rednecks.
Yeah,
like real rednecks, like genuine rednecks.
Now, how
did
that happen?
I don't know. You tell me.
I know.
What is that
I have no idea.
How does a brother from New York City end up hanging out with Jesse James Dupree and Jackal, Southerners from Atlanta?
Well, it's crazy. I don't even know how I don't know how Rock and Roll Hall of Fame happened. I don't know how Rockbox happened. But put it like this: it's real good music story. Because really good rock and roll and really good hip hop, really good music exists. So I was in Atlanta and I went to put some verses on this other project. We was using Jesse's studio.
Right.
His son walks into the studio and was like, "Oh my, you know who you are?" Whatever. So he runs and tells Dad, "You gotta go in here. Run DMC is in the studio." So Jesse comes in. And we just start kicking and we start talking about music and we start talking about Walk This Way and Rockbox. And, Jesse was like, you guys are great. I'm in this band Jackal, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. Then he starts telling me about Sturgis.
Right, which is the big motorcycle rally.
Right.
Which, I don't mean to draw light of this, but probably not some place that Darryl McDaniels would be commonplace to see you at Sturgis. Are you a rider?
Yes, I'm a rider. I've been a rider, a fat boy.
A fat boy?
I'm a new rider. I've probably been on a bike probably 12 times, but they said, welcome to the family.
Excellent.
So once he said Sturgis, I was like, I know what that is. Boom, bang. Yeah, cool. Then he tells me about the Full Throttle Saloon show.
Right. And nice plug. He owes you paper right now.
Really?
For plugging that show.
Oh, yeah. Great note. But listen about this. When he tells me about this show, it's funny how life happens. A week prior to that, I'm channel surfing. I stop on his show and couldn't turn it. I'm looking, what is this? Oh, my God. And then I get things happening. So he tells me about that. And he says he would like to invite me to Sturgis.
Right.
Cool. So we trade numbers.
Did you ride to Sturgis?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
Not yet.
First, I was intimidated. I didn't want to go.
All right.
Because, I mean, first, I became a rider because I like the way Harley Davidson, I like the way bikers look.
Okay.
And I was wearing the clothes everywhere, so people would come up to me and say, "Do you ride?" And I would go, "No." And they would, I went to Bike Week in Daytona or whatever,
right.
And they give you this really mean look. So after leaving Daytona, I said, I got to be official. I don't like to perpetrate a fraud.
Right.
Like, I got to be real.
Right.
So if I'm going to go to biker events, at least when somebody from that culture says, can you ride, can you ride? So make a long story short, we start talking about that. But I didn't really want to go because Sturgis is like the big thing. So
I think Arizona Bike Week has got something to say about that, too. You need to come back.
All right. Well, I'm going to come. I have to now.
You need to. You're invited. I'll give you my number. You come.
I'm
You
coming.
hang with me.
I can't come. If I cannot come now, you told me about it.
All right.
But this is what happened. So we met. We talked about the show. Cool. Come to Sturgis, whatever. So then he hits me and says, check out this song. So he sends me the Just Like a Negro song.
Awkward.
Which is awkward. He just says, yo, check out this song. Tell me what you think. Now, before I even picked up on the lyrics that he wrote, how he wrote it from the Mother's Finest version,
right?
I just love the way Jackal plays.
Yeah.
And the way Jesse sounds. It's the best rock and roll. And I've done with greats. I've Aerosmith and I've done stuff with Slash and the guys from Guns N' Roses and Sebastian Bach and Mick Mars. But when I heard the riffs and the beats on this record, I was totally blown away. Then I started listening to the message in the record, and I hit Jesse back, and I said, yo, Jesse, this is like a dope record. Could I put a verse on this? And Jesse was like, huh? Like, he didn't know what to say.
First of all, let me just remind people, the name of the song is Just Like a Negro.
Right. When I heard that, that was like, what is this?
How many balls does it take for Jesse James Dupree to hand Daryl
DMC
McDaniels
from Hollis, Queens,
a record called Just Like a Negro? Now, obviously, Mother's Finest is this. It's a phenomenal band that didn't get their due,
right?
And Jesse's always been a fan. It's a cover version, but
right.
But I mean,
I didn't know that.
It's awkward. In 2010, handing a black man a record called Just Like a Negro from a white Southerner is awkward,
but
to say the least.
Yeah, but it was the coolest thing in the world once I heard it.
Right.
And then I was like, yo, I want to put a verse on this record. Just to put a verse on it, so not even for commercial purposes, so I could just roll around in my pickup truck or walk into a hip hop spot and they go, DMC, what you up to now? I got this record just like
I'm in Jackal now.
Exactly. But we did it and it sounded great.
Should we play it?
It was just yeah. Let's let the people hear it.
All right.
It was just a great musical collaboration with purpose of fun. That's what it was.
I am more than happy to hang out with Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, hip hop legend, rock and roll legend, Daryl McDaniels from Run DMC. It is 93.3 KDKB.